Eye contact is one of the most foundational components of effective communication. Psychologists know this, professional presenters know this, teachers know this, parents know this, but based on the number and regularity of earshots that make their way into professionally produced videos, producers and editors still don't seem to grasp that this key component of connected communication applies just as much to video production as it does to in-person conversation. There are different types of video production, and each type comes with its own unwritten rules in regards to whether or not the people on screen look into the lens. Broadly speaking, the television screen is either used as a one-way window pane or as a two-way communications portal. Producers need to shoot and edit based on the predetermined use of the screen. In story-based entertainment productions, the screen typically acts as a magical one-way picture frame. Through it, the viewer peers into the world of the characters as their stories unfold. This magical frame has powers of location, position, and perspective that override the limitations of time and space. The point of view can quickly change within a single setting to offer an unlimited number of viewpoints, or it can transport the viewer thousands of miles or span many years in the blink of an eye. In this context, the viewer may experience the emotions of the characters, but always and only as an outside observer, not as an active participant in the production. The actors never look directly into the lens. In fact, if a person in this type of program looks into the lens, the scene is ruined and the director calls for another take. In other productions, the subject featured on screen looks through the lens as though he or she is speaking directly to each individual viewer. This simulates the kind of personal connection that one would experience in a face-to-face conversation. This approach is typically used to communicate information or instruction. It can be seen every day in news, talk shows, and YouTube videos. A scene may be introduced as a montage of shots from varied perspectives, or a slight push-in on the host as the music plays. These function as establishing shots to set the scene. You might see reverse angle behind-the-scenes shots used in a promo for a program. However, as soon as the host greets the viewer and begins speaking, the camera locks into place. It becomes the eye of the viewer, as though we were pulling up a chair a couple feet away from the news desk. The viewer enters into the time and space restraints of the setting through the lens. There are very few camera moves or changes in the lens settings in this type of program. The camera operator becomes the viewer's body. When the camera operator pans or tilts the video camera, it's as if the viewer turned his or her head. When the camera person walks along with the host, it's as if the viewer were walking too. The viewer enters into the production vicariously through the camera person. When Ty Pennington says, "Come with me," or when Lester Holt says, "See you next time," we know they can't really see us. We know we aren't really there with them, but this type of production creates an illusion of a personal, intimate connection, and it feels natural. As producers, we need to understand that viewers subconsciously know the difference between these two approaches to production, the one-way window pane or the two-way communication portal. While both are valid, in order for either to hold up from a psychological point of view, they can't be combined. Imagine two people are sitting on opposite ends of a round table. While the speaker is talking, the listener stands up and moves to another chair. It would be strange if the speaker, still sitting down, continued to talk to the now empty chair. Well, that's exactly what's happening when we change camera angles, but have the on-screen talent, who's addressing the camera directly, not turn to address the camera in his new position. Likewise, it'd be odd if the listener was remaining in the same seat, while the speaker suddenly turned her head 90 degrees, and mid-sentence, and without missing a beat, began talking to the wall while the listener looked intently at the speaker's ear. This random change of perspective would break eye contact and disengage personal connection. Shots that change perspective are a highly desirable device for drawing viewers deeper into a one-way window production. But the very same device is counterproductive in the context of two-way portal programs. Make sure you enter into every production with a clear idea of your viewer's role. Then shoot and edit in a way that best communicates the content of your message to that viewer.
Continued learning and practice, as well as taking refreshers on the basics, will help keep your skills sharp. Check out our video courses to stay on top of your game. Find a course by visiting videomaker.com/courses or click the link in the description.